Kia ora, g'day everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Lost Yeti. Today's ride's from Palmerston North through to Taupo, through as many back roads as I could find, and even some gravel. Let's go. My day to be riding a motorcycle, far cry from Thursday's ride where it was pouring rain. Right, so here we're turning left into Poteka Road, which will take me out through to Pohongana, then through the Upper Key Valley, into Kimbolton. From there you can see the Ruahine Ranges, gravel roads. Who knows what's going to happen on this road, but wet and wild out here. Okay, so about here, I should have zigged when I zagged. In other words, I should have gone right instead of left. But a mistake and a maker. So this put me at Kiwibike, which is not far from Kimbolton, so I missed a big section of gravel out. But hey, that's how it is. Next time, eh? Life's too short to worry about it. Welcome to Kimbolton. I played rugby out here once when I was a young kid, and in those days you had to play in bare feet until you were old enough. They were 20-minute halves, and we played just after it had snowed, and halfway through the game it started snowing again, in bare feet, kicking a leather rugby ball. I still remember it, and it's probably 40 plus years ago. Either way, welcome to Kimbolton. Not a lot happens here. There is a pub though. Okay, so a quick stop. You may have noticed a creature on the back. That's my grandson Josiah. He wanted to go for a ride, so why not? Right, so we've left Kimbolton now after taking grandson for a ride. Hard to get him off the back. I didn't think he was going to get off anyway. So here we are. We're on the road again. We're on Mangaweka Road, which of course takes you to Mangaweka and then through to Mangaweka. So we'll stop at the Mangaweka campground for a bit of a look. It's always a nice little spot. Otherwise, enjoy the road. This is a real neat twisty road. It's made for motorbikes, man. It is wicked. So right out in front of me here are the Ruahine Ranges. As a young lad, I used to clamber around there with a very expensive walking stick, otherwise known as a rifle. I think that I saw more than I even raised the rifle to shoot. But I tell you what, it was such a beautiful place. Was a bit of a balls up. What happens when you try and put your foot down into a pothole? Anyway, so this is the site of the Pemberton settlement, which is, there's not much here anymore, but it was a thriving community back in the early 1880s. I'll put a link in the description, you can have a read about it yourself, but basically the government's idea was to put the small man on the land was their slogan. This became one of their trials and tribulations, I guess, for the area. Welcome to what I call the bowling alley. Not unusual to dodge rocks, papa rocks, trees, whatever's falling down from above. You really got to keep your eyes about you on this bit of road. Very picturesque though, take a look around. Right, so as we cross this bridge down to my left, there's a campground, the Mangaweka campground. We'll go down there and have a look, eh? There doesn't seem to be anyone camping here. Surely it can't be from the 4 days of rain we've had and the fact the river's high and dirty. Surely that can't be the reason. I thought us Kiwis were hardened. Hello, stop for a little bit of a breather and a look around. This is the Mangaweka campground, surrounded by some fairly substantial cliffs. And the river is not normally that colour. There has been quite a bit of rain, so it's looking a bit chocolatey. I would imagine it won't taste like chocolate anyway, however. When that river's clean, it's very good fishing in here. A lot of brown trout, eels too, a few of those. A lot of eels in here, they'd be very tasty too, I imagine, chucked in the smoker. Anyway, so that's the Mangaweka campground. We're going to head over that bridge and cut the road a little bit and hook a left, which is the alternative route when State Highway 1 is closed. So I've never done that road before, we'll go have a look. So we're now on Poteka Road. Those of you who used to play rugby with me, if you're watching this might be where Mark lives. For those of you who don't know, back in the old days when I was playing rugby, we had a fella in our team, Mark Poteka, who was twice the age of anyone else in the team and had as much energy as the Energizer Bunny. The guy was amazing. Yeah, so on Poteka Road, which looks like it winds down to the river and crosses the river somewhere, I hope. There's some big Angus bulls down there, holy hecka. They're big boys. What state of them? There's some big boys. So this road's an alternative to State Highway 1, which if it's closed for whatever reason, this is the way they send traffic. I've never done it before. It's quite a good road. I think so. Oh, like that. That's buddy. Yeah, get round there, old girl. So yes, so the plan today is to get through to Taupo, seeing what time it is, whether I stay there or meander back to the Waikato. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's a sharp corner. Oh. Taupo Road, what a cool name for a road. Another one-lane bridge, pretty clear that there used to be one here before that got swept away because the old pillars there. Oh, what fun! So I've just got to the desert road, which is, crosses the central plateau of the country. As far as the North Island goes, it's probably the coldest bit of road. And I have struck it on a day where it is cold and raining. I thought I was done with this rain. Anyway, clearly I'm not. It's alright, we'll just push on. Alright, so Taupo in a natural environment, dirt track, heading up the mountain. How's that for a view, folks? Pretty good, eh? The sand is really soft, man. So something I've wanted to do for a very long time has come up here. I came up once years and years ago in my four-wheel drive, but We didn't get very far because it was shut. So, yeah, not shut today. This looks soft. Second gear, stand up, let's go. Oh shit. Bag's still open. Probably should fix that. Into the snow we go, hey?
I made it to the top car park, but it wasn't long till the rest of the clowns turned up.
Haven't gone right to the top, purely because I don't trust these tyres. Just watched a couple of guys go up, and one of them got halfway and hit some ice, and he lost traction, then control, and set a low to the ground. So we don't want to do that today. Besides, there's too many people there, it would be embarrassing. Nice leisurely ride out. It's very slippery. Was fun up there somewhere. Back on some Tarsia for now for a bit. See where that goes. Alright, so we're just taking a side road called Kaimanawa Road, which leads to the Rangipo power station. So I thought we'll go have a look. Won't you join me? Don't hit pause now and go and watch something else. Watch this, this could be really cool. Stick with me, come on. Stick with me, folks. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed, do that like and subscribe thing. And the thumbs up thing. Do all of it. Before I start begging. Lost Yeti begging's not a pretty sight, I can tell you. Heinous. It's heinous. So this heads to one of the dam intakes according to the sign. So we'll go check it out. Dam, that's where we're going to go. Well, we're committed now, so I guess we have to go down. There we go, look at that. Typical, now a side stand won't go down. Oh, that's pretty cool. I reckon if you had a fishing rod over on that other side, it would be brilliant. Alright, let's get back up this hill. These bloody tyres. That's how you do it. This is a really neat little spot. I'm glad I made the effort. Right, let's ride across the bridge and have a look from that side. There we go. Very cool. Alright, we'll see what's up here. Waikato Falls and Rangipo Outfall. Oh, there's a lock gate. We can't go through there. Can't go around it either. Which the whole people. Oh wow, we could walk up there. Actually, I'm going to walk up there because that's going to be worth it. of the Waikato Falls, according to the sign back there. And that's another outlet for the power station. Very cool spot. There's even a cave over in there. Alright, so we'll stop here for a minute. Perfect time of the night to be riding past the lake. It looks stunning. Welcome to Taupo. The town that is actually sitting in the crater of a volcano. Because if you didn't know, Lake Taupo is actually the crater of a volcano. Any accommodation because I was going to tent. Well, I still might tent. There's a campground that I normally stay at here. So hopefully they've got a one-man cabin available, or I will be in my tent. rather a cabin, but if it comes down to it, a tent it will be, which I'll have to shoot off and try and find some kind of inflatable mattress or something for it, because I don't have one. Righto, wish me luck. Like I say, I do have my tent, a cabin would be nicer. Well, that was a good stroke of luck. Our campground had somewhere for me. So we have a cabin. Just brilliant, but I need to get something to charge all the cameras and stuff up with. So we'll pop into the old warehouse and see what we can find. And tonight's salubrious accommodation. Well, that's all on this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it to the end, consider yourself a damn legend. And to my 49 subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I should say it 49 times, but I'm not going to. Don't forget, if you're not liked or subscribed, please do that. That'd be awesome. You know what else? Dream less, do more. Life's short, man.